But I thought you said the market never goes down. Where?
All right, so here we are. Still, people want to fight me. What if I told you I'm never going to trade ever again? I love the fact that the guy, Guru Leaks, comes into the room and I'm not trading at that moment. Again, I'm never going to put a trade on ever again. So now what? You want to see my wife and I IRAs where I sold naked puts on the Qs and held them? You want to see that I sell naked puts and I wait for the money? It's kind of boring. And then other than that, I show people how to trade. If I don't want to be an active day trader as much as I used to be, am I to be at fault? Ask the people in the room whether or not they made money shorting Rig, U.S. Steel, AMD, Bank of America, and then caught a bottom on ATI. I mean, what more do you want? It's free, you see. Now, I know it's not any fun to poke the retard or make fun of the retard or slow people, but I mean, obviously, you guys are borderline retarded. I mean, I'm insane, but at least I embrace my insanity. You guys are demented because what are you fighting? It's free. Come and hang out. If you don't like it after a month, then leave. You know what I'll do is I'll show you my wife and I's retirement account where we're selling naked calls. I think I own CLDX in there. I shorted some Bank of America puts the other day. I got the QQQ puts in there from I think August or September or something like that. And now I'm just waiting for expiration. I thought we would get to about 120 on the QQQ by the end of the year. So I started selling 115s, 117s, 119s, just waiting to collect the money. It was a cheaper way of being long. That's the way I looked at it. I probably should have bought calls. If anything, there's to fault me is why aren't I trading more aggressively? You know, U.S. Steel rolls over. Why am I short in 300 shares? Alcoa short was nice. Why am I short in 300 shares? That's my problem. You want to make fun of me is that I don't make the money I should be making on my day trades because, again, when I'm talking and trading at the same time, I legitimately cannot concentrate. And if I have 3,000, 5,000 shares of something, chances are I'm not going to be talking. I'm going to be staring at my screen. And I like to just diversify a little bit. So 300 here, 300 here, 300 there. If I got 300 Alcoa, 300 X, I got 300 Devon Energy, and I got 300 Rig, and then I could just sit back and put some stops on and not too concerned. I just want to make a little bit every day if I can. More importantly, I'm just been long the market, you know, selling puts and collecting some money. You know, there was 1 month where it didn't work, was the beginning of the year. I got put the stock, but managed to, you know, make my way out of that trade also. During January wasn't a good month for me. Obviously, I got put a lot of stocks, and then I got stopped out, and then we bought them back on the way back up. Here's the bottom line, guys. It's free for a month. You've been in the room for, some of you guys have been in the room for a month and a half. If I don't make you money, then leave. If you don't appreciate what I'm trying to do, leave. It costs you nothing to come and see. But if you're going to judge and condemn and mock me, for what? I'm the last good guy out there. That could be why out of the, I don't know, couple of thousand people that get around to watching my videos or the, I don't know, people are making videos about me, about my calls. I've been on Benzinga Radio for, you know, the last 3 or 4 years talking about Dow 20,000 for the end of this year. I said the Qs will probably go to 120. We're at 121. Be angry for me, not at me. Be angry for me that I didn't mortgage my home and put $1 million into the QQQ. That's my mistake. My mistake is not trading 5,000 shares of U.S. Steel when it rolls over. But guess what, guys? Most of my money's in real estate right now. I like passive income where I just get checks in the mail and collect money from rent. For me, it's a little bit safer. As much as I believe in the stock market, it's hard to pile in now. But when the opportunity arises, I'm sure I'll be piling in and get it more aggressive. And when I'm a little bit more liquid, I'll get a little bit more aggressive. So for you guys that are dying to see some of my trades, here, I'll put this. I got 6 positions in my IRA right now, and I got 1 position left in my wife's IRA. You want to see it? You do realize that all the trades that I show you, I could be getting crushed in some other account. So does it matter? Do you want to see my son's Google that we've owned for 17 years? Well, not 17 years, but since the IPO. You want to see his 1 share that he owns? He's doing fantastic. Maybe I'm short Google somewhere in some other account, down 50 grand. Nothing proves anything. That's why I do it live. That's why I do it live. You can't escape the fact that today on the MRO short, we were up $100, and then we wound up giving back the $100 plus 50. There's no escaping that. It was a $50 loss. But you made money on the Alcoa short, the Bank of America short, the X short, and then the X became a long. So again, maybe you're not catching what I'm laying down here. There needs to be a scam. If there's a scam or a fraud involved, that means I'm taking your money and you're not getting something in return. I have not had a complaint against me, even when I was the worst stockbroker on earth. Because I was always the nice guy, telling people exactly the risk reward of their investments. And they appreciated that. And then once I realized that there was no chance for these people to make money, I quit. Guys were making $20,000, $30,000 a month at my firm, and I quit because I couldn't sell that dog shit bullshit stocks. If I'm not going to buy it myself, I'm not going to tell other people to buy it, especially that crap. Now, I'll suggest you buy something as a day trade, and I'm not always doing that trade, but it's live and it's real stocks. These are not penny stocks, pump and dumps from a boiler room. It's different. It's different. And who's better than me? The fact that I have no vested interest in some of these trades. Why would I try to hurt you? I want to try to make you money so then you join the family. So if you're dying to see some of my open positions, I'll show it to you in a sec. That was somebody calling in to want to be a part of what we're doing. It's free. You understand? I mean, maybe I haven't been around a while, but I have. Nobody offers something for free. I mean, remember the internet? Everything was free on the internet, and then they charged to charge you for it. Nobody wanted to pay. I think people would pay for Twitter, by the way. But here, if I suck for a month, chances are I'm going to suck for life. If you have a shitty day, it's one day. And then you have a day like this where everything works. Yesterday, everything worked, but I tended to take a little bit too quicker profits. And I also suggested that people take some profits, and I was wrong. I was right, yet I was wrong about everything because the stocks continued to tank, and we would have had a fantastic day. But if you're complaining about not making enough money, that's sort of a good complaint because that means you're making money. All right, so I'll try to drop these pictures in there if you want to gawk. I got 6 positions left in my IRA, and I got 1 position left in my wife's account. And other than that, I am just, the rest of the QQQ. You want to go after my dad? Ask him. I think he'd probably want to put a bullet in your head before he shows you what he's doing. He's big in the USO and the QQQ. You want to know where he's long from? I think his cost average on the Qs are around 70 now. So not a bad move. Ask my dad how he's doing. But again, it really doesn't matter what we've done in the past or what I'm holding right now, right? Because if you come in tomorrow, all you care about is what happens next. And I will continue to try to do my best and help you along the way. And if you want to condemn me for that, if I tell you to short US Steel and I don't short US Steel, and again, this is the fundamental problem. I used to be Guru Leaks. I don't like guys telling me what to do when they have got no vested interest. But then it dawned on me, what do I care what they're doing? Because first of all, nobody condemns the analyst, or I do and a few of us do. They're the real criminals. They're getting paid to make those recommendations with no repercussions or no consequences on their call. Does anybody remember when Goldman Sachs put 2 sell recommendations on AMD at 4 and then again at 350 about 6 months later? Nobody cares, right? Know who cared? The guy that was short AMD and asked Goldman Sachs to put a sell recommendation on it so he can get out of his short position. He cared. He cared. Do you care that I sold my Bank of America if you still own it? You know, if I bought it at 17 and it went to 20, I was happy. And am I happy now? No. But am I a bad guy for that? Or if I like a stock and I don't know, over and over again, that's the question. Do you care whether or not I'm trading at all? What if I told you I'm never going to put a trade on ever again in my life, but I give you 45 out of 50 winners over 3 months? Do you care whether or not I'm trading these stocks? I'm legitimately asking you. I'm not trying to start a fight here. I want to know if you care. If you're long the QQQ when they broke the 113.50, and I said you're probably going to want to hang on till 120 till the end of the year, do you care that I'm still not in the original lot from 113.50, but you are? Do you care? Do you care? There was 3 or 4 times where it looked like it was a good sell. But if you had a longer term perspective, which is why some of these trades are not day trades, they're not swing trades, they're investments. I thought the Qs could go to 120. I thought the Dow Jones could get to 20,000. Do you care? Do you care? Do you care what I'm doing as long as the advice is sound and works? And more importantly, it's not about stock picks. It's about finding why these ideas are working and then making that your strategy. And that's what education in this whole, I mean, there's 5,000 education companies, day trading academy. Does anybody go after these guys? Does anybody go after these chat rooms where there's 600 people in the room and they're trading illiquid stocks with 40,000 shares in the float that they buy and then they tell their people in their chat room to buy it? Why are those people still out there? I'm trading RIG and US Steel and Alcoa. Ain't no manipulating these. It's just based off the charts and your 1 minute VWAP, multi-day VWAP, bullshit. All right. Well, again, it's free. It's free. Maybe you're not catching the point. And I know I've made some, crazy videos and I've said some off-color things. I just want to let you know, nobody knows who I am. Maybe my name's not even Kenny Glick. You don't know. But if you spend a month with me and I give you sound advice, judge me after a month. If you're in there for a month and you just don't get it, and you just lost money on every trade I suggested, then you have reasons to complain. And that's it. And I don't think that's going to come. And you know what? It might come. There might be a time where all the VWAPs stop working and the reversals stop working and everything goes wrong. And maybe that's your first month there. So then according to my deal here, I suck and you shouldn't come back. But there's a reason that there are more and more people showing up every day. I'm not paying these people to come. All right. Ask my mother-in-law. What's up, Lou? Hey, Lou. Remember when I said the Dow was going to 20,000 when it broke 12,000? Yes. There you go. Spoken for my mother-in-law. Whose mother-in-law vouches for their son-in-law? I'm just a fucking schmuck on the internet, right? Bang! Cash! Think she's complaining? All right. I'll see you mooks sometime in the future. Later.